Yeah, I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Just making sure.
Copying in. Discord.
Yeah, sure. Got it set up?
Yeah, I've got the stream set up. I'm just sharing it around now.
Just got to bear in mind this is my first ever commentating session. Avoid. So.
Quickly speak.
Testing.
Oh, why is this fucking... What's going on?
I'm not speaking on that loud, so.
Yeah, you're kind of quiet. But I can just about hear you, but you're just like kind of quiet.
Just because my parents are in the other room watching a film, I don't want to disturb them.
No.
Got quite loud, I can hear it from my room.
Turn off flight mode. That's probably what's interfering with. Hello people, and we're back for another ILR race, and today we're racing around France, full quali, in 27 laps.
Hopefully it'll be a good race.
Full quali in 27 laps.
Hopefully it'll be a good race. It looks like we're readying up.
How many people got watching? One person.
With me. Go.
That's actually doing awesome. Let me just turn you up actually.
18 cars on the grid, which is good. There's heat standards. Here we go.
Q1 is underway, 18 minutes, and I think, is it the bottom three? Is it 15?
It might be the bottom three, it might be we'll have to see.
It might be 15th Oh, 16th, 17th probably will get relegated. Will be knocked out.
Well, Sam's got a qualifying ban.
So we've got a driver coming out. Let's just see. It's first driver out is Malik.
Malik. Oh yeah, we've got another car coming up right behind him.
Sab's coming out.
Why is he coming out? He's got a qualifying ban. No, say you mean, not Sam.
Today it could be another battle between the Ferraris and Red Bulls, or will there be a upset and maybe Mercedes could get around the top and
Or could AlphaTauri try bring their way into this?
we can maybe
AlphaTauri or
see a different winner today. Got quali first before we find out anything else.
This could be Sam's last race in a Red Bull. And Sam could be moving to a place like McLaren or somewhere else, because this is I'm the Red Bull team boss and Sam's 5 basically. Brutally honest, but
So as Malik comes round the final few corners of his outlap, he's on the medium tyres, not looking to go for the soft straight away. But Malik is about to start his first flying lap. As he comes up towards turn 1, he's got a car ahead of him, so he may get a helping hand. But take the first 2 corners well. Now get up to the next couple of corners towards the end of the first sector, so can easily lose a rear around this turn as Sam fires.
The first red circuit is on down, so
Yeah, he's done well through the first sector as he's blasted down the straight, reaching 208 miles an hour before braking very late for the chicane. Comes through the second section point, 51.5.
being corner very, very fast. Yellow flags in sector 2 and sector 3.
As he makes his way around the long right hand, now up to the long left hander. Takes it all very well. Now just one more corner to navigate. As he comes around the final corner, just throttle all the way down, DRS wide open as he comes across the line for the first time of the 132.6.
Let's click on the mediums now. Who's next to come across the line? I think it's going to be Pinball. Pinball having that final corner. I think he's getting a pole for the Ferrari. Fastest lap for Pinball in the Ferrari.
Yeah, Pinball goes fastest in the first quali
Here comes Casper.
of the 132.0. Casper goes to P4. So we've seen most of the cars out already on the medium tyres, apart from Rasper at the moment. Comes across line of 134.7. Enough for P5.
Yeah, how he's been blocked here and left the other guys on the fast lap.
Luke now comes around the final 2 turns on the set of soft tyres.
Here comes Slow. on the intermediates. They're sick.
Saya on the me. Oh my god, what is wrong with these people? Luke goes fourth of a 133.5. But why is Saya put a lap on Inters?
He's doing the creator strat.
He's doing a Ferrari strat.
So,
It's dry weather. It's wet weather.
I think the heating weather is a 5.35 Pascal and Isaac.
As Velocities now starts his lap. It's good to see a Haas up there in P3 as well in Q1. But yeah, again, it's only Q1, so anything can happen from now until the end. Velocity comes around the first sector, and it's a purple first sector. So Haas working really well through the first sector. DRS wide open, coming down to the chicane. Well, it's not really much of a chicane, as he takes a lot of curve going into that first turn. Now, flat out towards into the second sector. Purple middle sector, Velocity's on a flying lap at the moment, and it's only Q1. Takes the bend quite well with a lot of pace now round the long left-hander. As he comes round the final corner, it's been a really good lap for Velocity. As he comes across the line, 32.7. Lost a bit of probably lost quite a lot of time in the third sector, but he is on P3. So it's a 3/4 for the Haas at the moment.
The heading is 2-9. He's actually got a really good lap. Oh! Commentator jinx. He's third round.
His dog is not on a lap. Vin now comes around the final corner up towards the line. As he comes across the line, set at 133.1, only enough for P4, so splitting the Haas at the moment. So Malik and Plimble, well, Plimble topping the timesheet at the moment.
What about Roman?
Roman.
Intermediates.
Roman's having a shocker. I don't know why he's on. Why are people on the inters for? It's a dry track.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to get their iron. That's what people do. No, not Formula F1 esports.
Oh, he's taking a whole second out of his previous time. A lot of unfair on the set of inters. As Yeet Max goes P2 now with the 132.4 as now Roman will now box.
He's in the wrong car. Yeet Max.
Someone just commented saying inters are not that much slower, so he's trying to make it through on the inters, so he saves his set. That's quite smart, but it's also risky at the same time.
Who's that? Who's that?
I don't know who said that. It's Albers. Albers.
I think that might be just
TIJS Albers. Don't know. That is, it is smart, but it's also risky setting their lap time on the inters.
Yeah, that's 1,000 lap already, so basically 3 litres plus 1
Brother
lap.
of Luke. He's the brother of Luke.
Oh, right.
So Strelka still needing to settle that, but clearly can't get a good enough. I don't know.
I can't speak to him.
As he boxes with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left of the Q1 session. So Fire Legend is now about to start his probably his one and only flying lap of the session. Comes down towards turn 1. Just about
The next couple of corners and the championship leader is heading down the straight. And then the slipstream, so I think that's rather.
first sector was taken quite well. He's now going to get a lovely slipstream off the car ahead of his teammate actually. As he comes towards the chicane, takes a lot of inside curb, using all the curb through that chicane. Comes across the second sector, 51.8. As he comes round the long bend, braking quite late than what other drivers have broke. But he takes the exit curb too much as he loses the rear. Misses the apex. So he has gone provisional pole of this Q1 session of his 130.7. Now Fire Legend, after having a horrible last sector, comes round the final corner up towards the line and sets a 33.3 and goes P8. So two drivers that are still yet to set a time is Isaac and Srielka. But Roman is now out on a set of medium tyres, so clearly that didn't pay off for him, that intermediate strap. Yeah bro, I'm a commentator as well, you know. I'm always an commentator, but I'm not really good at both, but someday I'm quite good. So Roman, it was actually on a lap, sorry. I thought he was on an out lap. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's stupid as Roman comes across the line to set a 31.3 and goes P2. Yeah, it's stupid, Gambo, to be honest. Like, I have no control of the car as soon as I get disqualified, so I can't do nothing about it. But if they give me a penalty points, it is what it is, to be honest. Strelkas now starts his lap, takes turn 1 and 2 quite slow on his one and only flying lap. Now up towards the end of the first sector, hitting every apex well, using all the track, and sets a 23.1 in the first sector. Now up to the detection, DRS detection point, and flies down back straight up towards the chicane.
Onto the brakes for the chicane, brakes for the circuit, and then do a second, and on towards the corner.
This is a 51.7, the fastest middle sector yet. So clearly the Aston Martin's working really well through that middle sector, which is just pretty much just straight. Now riders the curve but doesn't lose the rear now through the long left sweeping hander. Runs a little bit wide, which probably affects them. Now comes round the final two corners, taking a lot of curb through that second to last corner, round the final corner. Try not to invalidate your lap, and he didn't. He was on the edge of it, but as he comes across the line, sits at 133.6 and goes P11. Yeah, I just read your comment. Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, I was in a championship fight, and then it's all gone to pretty much. It's all gone to shit, pretty much. But yeah, what can I do about it? Yeah, up to 5 viewers. Hello everyone. So now Isaac, who's now started his flying lap with only 50 seconds left of the session, he's got to make this lap count, otherwise he will be out of Q1 as he loses the rear on that exit a bit, struggling through that long right hander as he opens up DRS up towards the chicane, reaching only 203 miles an hour before late braking. Doesn't take as much coupling what other drivers has taken in this Q1 session, and up towards the second sector of 52.1 for the middle sector, so quite slow through the middle sector, but yeah, again that's only straight. Round the long sweeping right hander, quali has ended, so Isaac has now only got 3 more corners to get his lap sorted. Round the final 2 corners, and now flat out up towards the line, DRS opened as he is about to come across the line and set at 134.0 and is through into Q2. And Chris Crikey, mate, is out of Q1, very close from Bassin. Is Sam speaking? He is, but is, well, not at the moment, but he's like quiet. He's probably quiet. So out in Q1, it is Crikey, mate, not. Let's just call him Dog, and Sam is out in Q1. Bassin should be through into Q2. Sayer tops the timesheet, so in Q1. So the drivers that are through into Q2, well, not through into Q2, is Crikey, May, Dog, and Sam. Most of the drivers making it through on. Some drivers make it through on medium tyres, but Sayer tops the timesheet of 130.7 in Q1. Roman and Plimble, both Ferraris in second and third. Both Hasses make it through into Q2. Both McLarens, both Alfa Romeos, an Aston Martin, 2 Alpines and a Williams. The other Williams driver is out. Sam doesn't set a time as he's got a quali ban. And only one of the Mercs made it through into Q2 as well, which is disappointing. But Sam's left the session. I don't know why he said. Maybe he got kicked. Maybe kicked him. Oh. I've only got 3 people watching now. So Q2 is underway. Is anyone gonna go out early? Saya will now come out for his out lap before setting his lap. Anyone else? So Luke is actually the first one out on track. How long are these races? So we've got full quali today, and then it's 28 laps, I think. I think it was 28 laps around here, so it's like a 50% race. Yeah, they do full quali because they get like quite good numbers. But today we only had 18, but still done full quali. So Sam, you still I think Sam died. As most of the drivers are out on track, with only 3 of them that are still in the pits. That'll make it 2. As Vid comes out, so Luke will now begin his first flying lap on a set of soft tyres. Yeah, I think probably near enough a 2-hour race. But sometimes it'll only be like an hour and a half. Well, not a 2-hour race, but yeah, you know what I mean. As Luke comes into turn 1, there we go. As Luke comes to we took the first set quite well, using all the track through that long sweeping left hand, 1 of 2 long sweeping left handers. Comes around the first sector for 23.4. Send you the Discord. Luke comes to the chicane and is giving Malik a lovely toe. As he comes across the middle sector, and it's a 52.1, so not really a quick middle sector. I'll send you the Discord after this, all this. I'll keep an eye on all this. Actually, I'll do it after quali. As Luke takes the middle sector quite well. Oh no, the final sector even, rounds the final 2 corners. Round the final corner, now flat out up towards the line. DRS wide open as he comes across the line and was set 133.7 for the first lap, but Malik beats that time and goes a 132.2, beats Luke's time by a whole second, but Saya just absolutely storms the grid and beats Malik's time by 2 whole seconds, 1 and a bit seconds, and goes top of the timesheet with 130.9. Roman goes P2, only about near enough, almost a 10th off of Saya's time. And Plimble's out on a lap as he comes across the line and goes quicker than his teammate and literally 400ths away from Saya. It's going to be tight between these 3, really tight between these 3, as the first run-ins happen as Scenario invalidates his first flying lap. Vin comes across the line and unable to. Oh dear. It's kicked me from the game. Great. Sam, you there? I don't know where Sam's gone. Let me see if I can rejoin. Hang on. EA servers. Oh, EA servers are gone. Has everyone been kicked then? I think everyone's been kicked. Can I join back? No, it's kicked me. Oh, that's weird. This game is so bugged, it's unreal. It's awful. This game's awful. We're back. I don't know what's happened since. It's fun. Both Alpha males go in 6th and 7th. Scenario. Let me get all this stuff back up. I think, yeah, Scenario's on a lap as it comes towards the end of the middle sector. This is a 51.6 quickest middle sector, so the Haas is working really well through that sector. Where's the other Haas gone? Oh, there. I just couldn't see. Roman retired from the session, so he thinks he's comfortably into Q3, and he probably is right. But Scenario now comes round the final couple of turns to finish his lap. Rounds the final corner, takes up quite a lot of curb up towards the line, and will set a lap time of a 1:33.1 and goes Q7. So now all that's left. I don't know why I'm using my mouse to try and, oh my god, my laptop to try and see what other time. Oh dear. It's not going well for me today, it really ain't. Velocity, Basson, Yeetmax and Shilka all need to set a lap. Sayer retires from the session as well. Yeah, cheers Gamba. I'm commentating tomorrow as well, so yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, see you either tomorrow or next Saturday. Maybe a fun race around Spa next Saturday. Not. Sirka begins his lap. Heading towards the turn 3, around turn 4 into turn 5, and ends the first sector of a 23.3. Opens up his DRS and flies down towards the chicane, reaching 206 miles an hour, taking quite a lot of curb. Not as much curb through that second turn of that chicane. Using all the track very close to the limits, and sets a 52.1 in the middle sector. Now up towards the long sweeping right-hander, can easily get this wrong, but doesn't. and takes it quite well now through the long sweeping left-hander. Used all the track limits and rounds the final 2 turns and is coming up towards the line now. DRS wide open and will come across the line and set us 134.1 on the verge of being knocked out, so he's going to have to go again. But his spinning is not going to help him, as there's only 3 drivers left. Srielka could be out here. He's going to have to get back to the pits very quickly if he wants to stay to get another lap in. As Basson, Velocity and Yebex already set a lap. Plimble is not retired, and I think he's actually going to start a lap. As he's preparing his tyres. So, okay, maybe not. Don't know why he's warming up his tyres if he's not starting a lap, but Plimble, you do you, mate. Luke comes out. As Luke comes out for a lap. Right. So Stroker now comes into the pits. Velocity is only going to have 1 lap to get into Q3. As Baston and Velocity are on outlaps. Vin and Malik both retire from the session as they feel they are into Q3, but the drivers at risk are Fire Legend no, actually I think he's going to be through. Raptor comes out for another lap to be safe side, but I think he will be through. But Luke now come round the final corner up towards the line to start his lap. Oh no, he finished his lap actually, and so it's a 133.0. So picks up into P7. Casper now is on a lap. He's really at risk at the moment. So this needs to be a good lap from him, otherwise he will be out, as well as Isaac again at risk as well. Velocity also begins his lap, but we'll ride on board with Casper, and then we'll go to Velocity. As Casper opens up his DRS, flies down towards the chicane, reaching 202 miles an hour before braking heavily, taking a lot of curb through this, both first and third corner of that chicane. 4/10 quicker than his previous lap time, and is a purple middle sector. As the track is ramping up, times go quicker. He comes round the final 3 corners. What is going on with my laptop? I don't know if we're streaming or not. It comes around the final corner and will come up towards the line. My lap time, and it goes P9, only P9. So McLaren's really struggling around this track. Velocity, one and only lap. Can he get into Q3 and join his teammate into Q3? He'll come across the line and will set at 132.6. Knocks his teammate down into P9, who's currently on a lap. It's got to be a better lap from him. It is 900 slower than his previous time. He's going to need a better middle and last sector. Takes a lot of curves towards the end, but they both he took quite a lot of curves all throughout that chicane, and now he's 500 up on his previous time, so this is one and only chance to get into Q3. His velocity retires. Luke and Albert, Luke and the Fire Legends have done all they can, and it's now got to pray that other drivers don't go quicker than them. Casper on a lap as well. Casper at risk as well, but can Scenario secure his place in Q3? Casper could be out here as Scenario comes across the line and will go PA and is through into Q3. Strielka comes around the final 2 turns. Will this be his last quali session before the race? Yeatmex is out as Strielka now comes towards the line and will set a 133, and he's into P12 and is out in Q2. So that is Q2 over, and the drivers are Raptors, Strielka, Isaac, Bassin and Yeatmex, who didn't set a time. Casper's just makes it into Q3 by 2 tenths. And Saya once again tops the timesheet, but only by 400ths this time, followed by and beats Plimble in Q2 and is top once again, followed by Plimble, Roman, Vin, not far behind. Well, actually no, he is quite far behind. Malik in P5, Velocity, both has into Q3, and Alfa Romeo, McLaren and a Williams has actually made it into Q3. So we've got another brother of Luke in the chat. Q3 is underway, so drivers will now have just under 12 minutes now to do their best lap time. We'll say atop the timesheet, or has the Ferraris both been saving their laps, their best laps for this Q3 session. So Malik will be the first one out on track. Followed by the Ferrari of Roman and Velocity, who is now coming out. So near enough all the drivers are coming out for their first lap, and only 2 drivers there that chose to stay in the pits, both Vin and Luke. So 10 more minutes left in this session. Who will top the timesheets is Roman's now. Is actually going to be the first one to set a lap time. So could we see an upset? And in this Q3, or will Sayer top the timings? If he tops the timings, he would have topped all 3 quali sessions. As Roman's looking to get the slipstream off of Sayer. So here we go. He's right aboard with Sayer for his lap. As he comes towards turn 1. Nails the apex, both apexes, doesn't lose the rear, doesn't spin the car, and taken the first sector as of yet very well, using all the track. Now round turn 6, destroying his engine as he comes up to the DRS zone, opens up his DRS and flies down towards the chicane as one of the Ferraris is lost the rear and will look to go again as Sayer now comes up towards the second detection point. Second sector detection point is at a 50.1. He's very rapid around this track as he now enters a long sweeping right hander, using all the track, but not as much track as I would have thought, but he uses quite a lot of the curbs. And now rounds the final 2 corners, and it has been a really good lap for Sayer. It's been a really good quality for Sayer as he destroys his engine once again. Comes across the line. This is 130.2. That is an amazing lap from him. As he's, oh my god, he has cleared Plimble by 6/10. That is absolutely insane from Sayer. So Roman once again will now begin his lap. Doesn't take as much curve than what other drivers have, but he is going to get a really good slipstream from cars ahead. Purple first sector. He's really prepared his tyres for this lap as he's going to get a lovely toe from his teammate up towards the chicane. His teammate pulls out to the left. Now Roman's got to get his lap tidy using all the curbs. And comes across the second middle sector at 50.3, so 2/10 slower in the middle sector, even with that helping hand of slipstream. Sayer is absolutely rapid around this track as he extends the track limits and has invalidated his lap. Roman. It's really unfortunate for him. Sayer looks really dominant around here, and unless Plimble or Roman can come up with an answer, it looks like Sayer will top the timings in all 3 sessions. So Malik will now begin his first flying lap up towards turn 1. Takes it nice and well. Bounds turn 2. Up towards turn 3, 4 and into 5. Purple first sector with 22.7, and now up to the DRS zone, flying down the straight. Alpine really quick for straight line speed, 207 miles an hour before braking heavily for the chicane, taking all the curbs, as much curb as you can without losing the car, and sets a 50.7 for a middle sector. Not the quickest middle sector, but is up there with the rest of them. Now round to the long sweeping right-hander, using all the track limits where we saw Roman ruin his lap. I think what to say there as he, Malik rounds the final two corners and will come up towards the line, destroying his engine as what Sayer does. Will come across the line and set 131.3, goes P3. But Roman is still yet to set a lap. We've got two cars out on track. One is just finished their lap and one is just about to start their lap. As Velocity's box, I don't know who's coming out. Cassie's now just box. As Fire Legend and Luke now come out for possibly their last flying laps. Roman is invalidated that lap, but that won't matter too much. Oh no, he's actually on the lap, is he? No, he's not actually on the lap. So Roman will come round to the final two corners to now start his flying lap. DRS wide open, heading down towards turn 1. Luckily to get ahead of that Red Bull, because he would have been in bit of trouble with his lap. Round through the turn 4 into turn 5. And comes across the first sector and sets a 22.3. So clearly drivers going quicker than Sayer in the first sector. DRS widens, but this is where Sayer dominates with that Red Bull straight line speed. Roman using all the curb on the exit up towards middle sector, and it's a 50.3, but not the quickest middle sector. So that's where the Red Bull dominates. Now into the final sector in gear 5. Other drivers takes it gear 4. He doesn't invalidate his lap time this time around. You've got Sayer behind him, so he doesn't want to give him any sort of slipstream as he rounds the final two corners. Using all the track, rounds the final corner and will open up his DRS, flies down towards the end of the lap and set a 30.4, still 2/10 slower than what Sayer is put in. Sayer is rapid around here, so Sayer starts his final flying lap. Roman's done all he can, unless he's preparing his car one last time. Sayer comes up towards turn 4 into turn 5. Turn 6 maybe, I don't know. No. Turn 5. Turn 6, turn 7, I don't know. DRS widens and will reach 208, just touching 208 miles an hour. Yeah, flags up ahead, but that will be the Ferrari going slowly. Goes up to the middle sector and 50.1, but only 100 down on his previous time. Went purple middle sector, but it's head 100 down. Rounds the long sweeping left-hander, but he is lost the rear. Roman has one last chance. One last chance. Oh no, he doesn't. So it's going to be Sayer on pole for the French Grand Prix. But Pimble cuts a lot of the corners. Is he going to be able to get there in time? No, he ain't got it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is qualifying complete. Saya is on pole position for the French Grand Prix. Roman 2 tenths slower than what Saya put in, and Pimble in P3. Now, all that matters now is can Malik get that Alpine up on the front row, or enough for P3. Rossi is retired. Bid right behind Malik. And F1 scenario is now coming into the last sector. Can he improve his lap time? Runs a bit wide. He's run very wide. Doesn't invalidate his lap time. Continues on. Rounds the final 2 corners. Up towards the line now. Bit squirmish on the rear. Up towards the line. And we'll set a 131.9. And it's only going to be enough for P6 for F1 scenario. Then rounds the final corner. Malik up towards the line as well. Malik comes across the line. And we'll set 131.4. What can Vin do? And it's going to be P4 for Vin. Vin gets P4. So that is qualifying over. Saya tops the timings in all 3 sessions. Roman comes home in P2 for this quality. 2 and near enough 2 tenths slower than what Saya put in. Plimble in P3, Vin P4, Malik P5, F1 scenario P6, Velocity P7, both Hasses P6 and 7, Fire Legend in P8, Luke P9, and Casper in P10. So that is qualifying over. Now time for the race. Wish the drivers good luck, and yeah, can anyone stop Saya? Oh, well, I'm gonna have to quickly retire because I'm not meant to be racing. So I'm gonna have to retire on the formation lap. Dude, it's just a joke, honestly. I could probably actually do well on this. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But can I retire now? Let me retire. I can't retire. Can I retire now? No, I can't. Why won't it let me retire? It's not allowing me to retire.
Okay, so let's go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the
I might
start.
have to retire at the start of the race.
To put some temperature into the tyres and brakes.
Well, here's a lap of the commentator for you. So let's just take you through a lap with the commentator. Rounds turn 1, absolutely flying around the circuit. See you later, sunshine. Yes, that's crikey, matey. Crikey, mate. Up towards turn 4, no, turn 3. Takes the apex line pretty cleanly. Rounds turn 5. Looks to go around the outside of both cars, and he does. What a double overtake from Bobcat. Now, absolutely flying around this track. I don't know what Spielker's doing, but he's overtook off track, so he surely has to get the position back. Jesus. Can I retire? No, I can't. Sam's weaving dangerously. Surely he's got to be penalised for that. Jesus. Bobcat's actually flying, gaining two positions. No, he hasn't even gained any positions. Oh, he's getting two positions. Oh God, crikey. Getting two positions off the start. Absolutely flying around this circuit, Bobcat. As Emax has gone wide. Comes back onto the circuit dangerously. Almost collides with Sam. Can Bobcat make another overtake? Yes, he can, as Luke bottles it. Oh my God. Dog, that was dangerous from you. And he gets another overtake. Absolutely sensational. Sensational for Bobcat. Now he warms up. What can he do off the start? Can he retire yet? No, he can't. Right, as he slots into his grid, he gets disqualified. And have to retire straight after. I can't race. Oh dear. No, I can't. I can't. Waiting for his joker. He's taking his time. The game's taking its time. Hello to the 5 viewers that are watching. Hope you enjoyed that lap with the commentator. Can't retire. So it's 5 o'clock and there's lights out and away we go for the French Grand Prix. And I'm going to quickly retire. Sam drops back. I just don't want to get involved. I don't know if there's carnage, but we are back spectating. And it looks like the drivers have made it through cleanly through the first few corners, as the McLarens are both going side 3 wide momentarily with Vin. Plimble has lost places off of the start. Malik has gained. I don't know if Malik gained any spots. He's actually gained a spot. So off the start, Malik gains the spot, but he's under pressure from Plimble. Can Plimble get past Malik? There's yellow flags behind, and it is Crikey Mighty. No, Crikey Mate. I don't know why I keep saying Crikey Mighty, but yeah, he's lost the rear. Sayer keeps hold of that P1 as Yeetmax has now left the session. I think he's been kicked. But Sayer's now got a 5-tenth gap to the car behind, as Malik and Velocity are going side by side. But now Plimble's looking to get involved. Can Plimble gain the positions back and get after Roman? As Plimble getting really close to Malik's rear. Will he make a move down the inside? No, he chooses to stay behind. This is that opening lap. Lap 1 of 27 now onto lap 2 is Sayer set the fast lap of a 1:41.2. Positions being made behind as Crikey Mate is now spun once again. Turning into the new George Russell. No offence if you're watching. There's a big battle going on behind. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're racing or if it's AI, but let's just ignore that. As Emax is now joined back, as Sam is gained a couple of 5 positions off the start. As Malik now putting pressure on Velocity, goes down the inside side by side, coming towards the chicane. Gets past Velocity and now can hunt down Bowman. Malik showing great pace in this opening a few laps, but Plimble's had a horrid start. Strelka's now losing positions, battling away with Yeetmex. It's going to be a medium to hard if for one stop, and I didn't see what the two-stop strategy was. It's not allowed to go back. As this yellow flags again, that's crikey, mate. As Plimble not really gaining anything on Velocity or Malik. As Roman now sets the fast lap of the race of the 134.5, so he's got the better pace over Sayer, but not gaining any time on him. He's got the pace to set the fast lap, but can't get catch up to Sayer. But Plimble, the more he stays behind, the more he's hurting his tyres. Fire Legend already got a 3-second time penalty, and it's only lap 3. So Plimble within DRS range of Velocity, but Velocity, I don't know if Velocity, yeah, Velocity did get DRS, so it's going to help him keep ahead of Plimble. But Isaac and Casper both battling away, swapping positions, as Vin is looking to get past Luke. Can Luke keep hold of that P8, or can he try and gain on Fire Legend to get up into P7? As Plimble finally gets past Velocity and is up into P4. Probably went down the insider as we didn't see, but now can get after Malik as he's already lost 1.2 seconds to Malik. As there's yellow flags behind, and I believe it's Basson. Basson has spun as Sayer now sets the fast lap of the race, 134.4. So yeah, absolutely dominating the opening laps, and has got the gap to near enough 1.5 seconds already. But these two up front gained a huge amount of time over Malik and Plimble, as Plimble's now starting, but slowly but surely catching up to Malik, but losing quite a bit through long right hander. Sorry. Doesn't get DRS, but it will be put under pressure from not too much pressure, as the Velocity gets DRS, as Sam gets past Isaac and is already up into P10. It's flying around here and showing great pace, as Luke is under pressure, is putting Vin under pressure, sorry, getting ever closer each lap that goes by. Luke getting really close with DRS, low on ERS he is, whereas Vin's got just about enough to keep ahead of Luke. As crikey, mate is on the verge of being lapped in this race, and it's only lap 5 now, as he spun once again and is going to be lapped. Unfortunate for him in this first race, as he's really struggling to get that car, to keep that car in a straight line. But Sayer, on the other hand, cruising up front, almost getting the gap to 2 seconds now. What can Roman do? Can Roman get an undercut and get past Sayer? But the gap is now 2 seconds, and that time being gained is mainly down that main straight. As Crikey Mate is now spun once again. But yeah, really unfortunate for him. But it is what it is. Raptor has spun. Has he picked up any damage? I believe he has. He's got some front wing damage, and there is a safety car on lap 5. I don't know if ghosting was on, so he may have made contact with Crikey Mate. Let's just call him Crikey instead of saying Crikey Mate because it's just long. As the safety car is now is obviously out on lap 5, so Raptor will have to box for a set of not a set, what box for front wing, a new front wing. Let's say his gap 2.6. Oh well, they've all boxed. All the top 5 have boxed. As Malik and Roman both ghost inside each other. As one's entering the pits, one's leaving the pits, as Scenario will take the lead of the race. For the safety car restart, Fire Legend will go up to P2, Sam up to P4 on his set of hards, I believe. Yeah, he's on the set of hards, so the hard tyre runners can go longer in this race, but as I think some hard tyre runners may have boxed. As Fire Legends actually stayed out on the medium tyres, so he's not chose to box as well as Isaac, who has stayed out, but Casper on the other hand, I believe he's boxed for a set of hard tyres. Plimble is actually, I think, has Plimble lost quite loads of positions? 8 positions, 7 positions. Plimble has actually lost a huge amount of positions in the pit stop. Let me have a look at oh wait, no, don't worry. He hasn't lost that many positions. He was already. Yeah. But he's actually lost a position to Velocity, I believe. He lost a position to Velocity. Don't know. No, yeah, he's lost a position to Velocity. So he's got to try and get past Velocity once again. That's what you get when you double stack the Ferraris. You lose a huge amount of time with a double stack. That has cost Plimble a chance to overtake Malik. No, I didn't spin it again. I'm commentating. The game actually just kicked me out during quali. I had to start the race in a car, and then I had to retire from the race because I'm a commentator and not a racer. Unless, if you want to check out just one lap as a commentator, you can. It's a couple minutes back. You just have to go back through the video to watch it. As Isaac is box. And this safe car has actually helped Crikey, mate. But he did spin, so that actually helped him. I don't know if he unlapped himself or not. But the safety car should probably be in this lap. So I don't believe Crikey has actually unlapped himself. Yeah, he ain't gained any time, so I don't know if he... I really don't know if Crikey's unlapped himself, but the safety car should be in this lap and we can get underway. Racing. The safety car will be in this lap, so F1 Scenario will get us underway for this first safety car restart. will there be other safety cars? We'll just have to wait and see. So, then will F1 scenario go? As Fire Legend does have that 3-second time penalty. It's going towards him at the end of the race. This scenario really warming up his tyres, almost losing that. So, Crikey is got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and we are green once again. So, yellow flags already for Crikey. The scenario has kept the lead of the race. Sam up into P3 off the restart. A huge start from him. But Sayer's actually lost the position to Roman. Roman has got past Sayer and will once the top 5 have boxed, will take the lead of the race. But as we know, that Red Bull is rapid down the main straight. Plimbull not wasting any time and getting past velocity, and is going to be on the back of Malik now. Will he make a move down into the chicane? Malik blocks off any move from Plimbull as Roman now gets past Luke and is up into P5. And Sayer has spun round and has lost a huge amount of time. Huge positions lost for Sayer, but as we know, he is rapid around this track, so it shouldn't be a problem for him to get past back past the rest of the drivers. But this is really unfortunate for him. This race has swung back into Ferrari's hands as Luke looking to get past Plimbull as he gets a 3-second time penalty, but Sam already up into P2 on those hard tyres, but he obviously can go longer now that the safety car has come out. It says yellow flags once again for Crikey, and it could be that if he keeps on spinning he'll be 2 laps down. But here comes Sam, only 4 tenths of gap now. Still no DRS until the next. It won't be until next lap. Crikey is already spun again, and it's just becoming a habit for him that he's going to be spinning. But here comes Sam. All he's got to use is slipstream and ERS for this lap. It's 3-second time penalties are getting struck around everywhere. Crikey, Casper, who's now level with Yeatmax and is up into P9. Luke has got a 3-second time penalty, and Fire Legend has got a 3-second time penalty. Yellow flags once again. As Casper gets past Luke, looking to get past Luke, or is Luke putting Casper under pressure? I didn't see. No, it's Casper putting Luke under pressure. But Casper has actually got past Luke. Casper gets past Luke, and Crikey has retired from the race. As Luke is now under pressure from Yeatmax. Sam, after that hard push, is now dropping back from Fire Legend. But Plimbull up into P4, he's got past his teammate and will now take the lead of the race when the top 3 have boxed. Roman needs to get past the hat of scenario before he's on the back of his teammate. DRS wheel is actually enabled on this lap, so there'll be a DRS train that starts to form, but Sam will benefit from it as he's now got DRS looking to go around the outside, but Plimbull has actually spun and is dropping down the grid. Probably took way too much curb, but Sam up into P1 and now can push it away from Fire Legend. Plimbull, unfortunate for him, and will now look to get back through the pack, but now he's got that charging Red Bull on his tail now. Can he do Ferrari a solid and keep that Red Bull behind. But he has got to put the pressure on as well, as he's now Luke and Plimble has now made contact. Plimble is spun and is now dropping down the grid once again, and will drop down to P12. Really unfortunate for Ferrari, but it's really I don't know. Roman now putting F1 scenario under pressure. Can Roman, Fire Legends has got another 3 second time penalty, so that's 6 seconds in total now. Roman gaining on scenario. When he make a move, it's lovely helicopter view, as he's now all over the back of scenario coming into the middle sector. He runs very wide, but now has ERS slipstream, closes ERS, gets past scenario and is up into P4. At the same time as that was happening, Vin gets up into P2, passing Fire Legend, and the gap already is 1.2 seconds to Sam from P2. But Vin will look to charge down Sam for that P1. Fire Legend's got to do what he can now to keep that P3, but he's got Roman on his tail now, and Roman will be really happy with what's going on. But Vin has spun out of P2 and is up into down into P6. Sorry. Now he's got Saya on his tail. Saya is just going to be gaining 3 position after 3 position with these spins, which won't help Roman at all, as Roman now gets up into P2 and now will hunt down Sam. Saya sets a fast lap with a race of 134.1, and now Sam has got to do his teammate a favour and hold off Roman so his teammate can catch up. But Plimble making moves up into P11. Now he's got Malik to charge after. But meanwhile Malik is pushing Basim through turn 3 and 4 as Basim runs wide, taking a different line to Malik, as Malik opens up his DRS, using his ERS, pulls up to the left, down the inside goes Malik and is up into P9 with his yellow flags. Who spun? I think it's Casper, Saya, I think lost the rear, or may have made contact with the mark. I don't know what happened exactly, but Plimble is now up into P10. Plimble wasting no time on lap 12 after making a mistake. But Saya's got a long way to go in this race if he wants to win. But it's lap 12 for 27 and not long left, as Fire Legend now boxes for his one and only pit stop onto the set of hard tyres. He's taken those mediums and pushed them to lap 13. But Sam is on the hard tyres and will look to go to, as long as he possibly can, maybe even boxing for a set of softs. Scenario gets a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that's probably just 3 seconds maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he already had a penalty. No, he didn't have a penalty, so yeah, it will be a 3 second time penalty only. As Roman not really gaining any time on Sam, so that Red Bull, both Red Bulls are flying around this track as Malik gets up into P7. As Saya has actually got away from the scrapping pair of Malik and Casper, but with them battling has now allowed Plimble to arrive on the scene. Casper looks to push Plimble close to tighter to the turn, making him get a bad turn, but it's not worked out for him, as Casper now loses pace and is down in P9. Plimble up into P8 Now he's got Malik to get past. Won't try and get past once again. Roman is now starting to slowly gain on Sam, but not really gaining that much. But Plimble, DRS now, widens, not using his ERS as Hasper is lost the rear on the exit out of the final corner, and Sayer looking to get past Vin as Vin and Sayer collide, and that it's going to be heartbreak for Sayer as he's got to do more work to get past, to get back up the grid. Vin losing the rear on the exit. Sayer went for the switchback on Vin and they collide. I don't know if Sayer picked up any damage for it, but I'm sure Vin would have picked up some damage from that collision. As Plimble has gained 2-3 positions up into P6 and looking to get Malik for that P5 position. Roman is now 1.8 seconds behind as Plimble is going to make a huge dive bomb down the inside of Malik and is up into P5. He's now got a 5-second gap to Velocity. Plimble, what a move from him, almost pretty much doing a George Russell and absolutely sending it into the chicane. But Malik is coming back at Plimble. Will he make a move down the inside of this long right-hander, taking a more of a tighter line than what Plimble did? But Plimble keeps that P5 and now can set his sights on both the Hasses of Scenario and Velocity. Roman is actually shrunk the gap huge. I don't know if Sam made a mistake and if those hard tires are starting to wear off for him, but the gap is now down to 1.4 seconds now. Roman is flying right now, but Sayer, really unfortunate for him as he's now got a second chance to get past Sayer. They've made more contact. Sayer and Vin coming together once again. Sayer is going to be fuming with Vin as I think he's now lost the win. Sayer is going to be absolutely livid, and I'm sure he will be in the FIA room after this race, absolutely hammering at Vin. This is turning into war with these two, and Sayer is now going to be driving with fury in his head, and will most likely show it on track if he gets past Raptor and is up into P10. Now he's got another 2 seconds to gain to Luke, and I'm sure when Sayer catches back up to Vin, it's not going to end well, but we will come back to that when that happens, as Malik is still on the back of Plimble, both of them gaining on the Hasses. So maybe Malik looking to keep within Plimble's DRS range and help him pull along, as Roman's now lost quite a bit of time now on the since the last time we spectated him, as Vin now boxes, possibly got damage, as Sayer now rounds the final corner and will be driving past that pit wall, absolutely fuming with Vin as they collide twice, and yeah, causing Sayer to lose even more time to Roman. But Plimble gaining and gaining and gaining on the two Haas drivers. Malik staying on the back of that Ferrari, so I'm sure they will be on the Haas drivers very, very soon, as the gap is now 4 seconds between Plimble and Velocity, but Velocity is within DRS range of his teammate, so it is like for Plimble, Malik and F1 Scenario and Velocity. F1 Scenario clearly the quicker car and is pulling his teammate along, whereas Plimble is obviously the quicker car as well and pulling Malik along. So yeah, but Sayer now up into P7 and now got 11 seconds 5-second time penalty for Scenario for speeding in the pit lane. It's not going to help him at all. So that will probably go towards the end of the race. Penalty, unless he chooses to box again late on in the race if there's another safety car. As Pimble gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings, but Sayer has now got a huge task to do. 11 seconds to Malik. What can he do? Pimble now 3.3 seconds to Velocity. We've got a long way to gap to gain, but not as much as what Sayer has to gain. But Roman still not gaining time on Sam, even though Sam is on old tyres. So really, I would have thought that Roman would be on the back of Sam, but Sam going very long into this race on those set of hard tyres, and it looks like he will be boxing for the set of soft tyres when it comes around. My thinking is when he does box, he will come out around P6, just behind his teammate. So he's gaining a huge amount of positions, staying out on these hard tyres. As the race will go on, his hard tyres will start to degrain and fade with that grip, and it will slowly hurt him, and his pace will slowly come down, allowing Raptors to gain up. But now Scenario passing Raptors, and at the same time as that having Casper passing Fire Legend. So Alfa Romeo not having a good race as of yet, as there's yellow flags in the last corner, as it's Basson. Basson loses the rear on the exit and has now got Luke on his tail. Maybe there was contact between the pairs. Luke looks to go down the inside of Basson and gets up into P13 momentarily, but Basson tries to come back at him but can't, and it's up into P13. Raptor gets 3-second time penalty. Penalties flying everywhere around this track. Malik Pimble has got the gap down to 2 seconds now. Isaac up into P10, passing Fire Legend, McLaren, both scoring points today. Malik trying to find a way to keep, maybe trying to pass Pimble, but by the looks of it, they're working together to catch up to Velocity, and then after that, they've got a gap of 7 seconds to Roman. But it looks like Roman, with only 7 laps to go in this race, well, 8 laps to go in this race, it looks like Roman will go on to win this race. Unfortunate for Sayer, who's now still 11 seconds behind and is not gaining any time, and by the looks of it, 5-second time penalty for Casper, but by the looks of it, it's only going to be enough for P5 in this race after Sam boxes. But has Velocity actually boxed? Stops, yes, Velocity has boxed already, so yeah, it will only be enough for P5 in this race. Really unfortunate for Sam, as he looked the quicker car throughout this race weekend, and it's all gone to pieces in the race for him. 1 second now, the gap between Pimble and Velocity. And it looks like Pimble is going to be a double podium, probably a 1-2 for Roman and Pimble. As Sam will now box for set of soft tyres. Will he actually get ahead of his teammate? Has Sayer lost that much time? He just comes out behind his teammate, and Sayer will now be under pressure from Sam. As Pimble will now get past Velocity, and at the same time Velocity is going to be under pressure from Malik now. So as Malik has actually now got a 3-second time penalty. Malik has now got a 3-second time penalty, so he's got 7 laps to get past Velocity and gain a 3-second gap to him. Sam is actually got past Sayer and it's up into P5. Sayer is going to be fuming as it's going to hurt him in the championship. So Roman and the Ferraris are going to be gaining huge points on the Red Bull drivers, unless it may have been team orders, as Sam will be on the quicker tyre, but Sayer is now outside the 1-second gap. Pimble's boxed. Pimble has boxed and will probably box for a set of soft tyres. Why is Pimble boxed? Pimble has boxed for another set of mediums. Did that medium tyre have that much wear for Pimble? But it was going to be a 1-2 for the Ferrari drivers, but Pimble is now boxed and is now down in P7, and it's going horridly for him. Ferrari was gaining so much points over the Red Bull, but now Red Bull is gaining those points back. Roman still it looks like he's going to go on to win the race, but Malik putting Velocity under pressure and gets past Velocity and is up into B2. He's now got a task ahead of him, 6 laps to go to get a 3-second gap. But meanwhile, Sam has actually gained a huge amount of time and could be on the podium here. He started last in this race as he got a quali ban and has made his way back through the pack, stayed on the hard tyres until lap 19, then boxed for a set of softs and is now on the charge and is gaining a huge amount of time on Velocity, and he could be on the podium here. Could he maybe actually get P2 in this race? Pimble boxing for another set of mediums and is now down in P7, barely gaining any time on F1 scenario, and it's gone horribly for him. Sam sits fast left of the race with 133.0. But now Sam 6 points, 6.4 the gap, and now Sayer is actually dropping back behind, quite far behind. Meanwhile, F1 scenario gaining a bit of time, but locking up into turn 3. He's actually gaining quite a lot of time on Sayer. So could there be a battle between F1 scenario and Sayer in the closing laps? Meanwhile, Sam, as there's a battle between Umex and Caspar, Umex gets up into P12. But meanwhile, Sam gaining more and more time, but now has that charge slowly stopped? Has he taken way too much tyre life out of those soft tyres? As he's now 5.1 now, the gap between Velocity and Sam. Has he taken too much tyre life out of those soft tyres too quickly? 4.7 the gap now, gaining a huge amount of time in sector 3. Yeah, it's calm. But yeah, Sam gaining a huge amount of time on Velocity, and is going to be close for him. As while Sam's gaining, he may actually have a chance of getting P during this race after starting last. This is insane. As Sam obviously started last with a oh god, yeah, this actually Sam's last race, so he's putting on a show for Red Bull. He is putting on a absolute show for them, and he is flying, driving with anger, showing that he has got a huge amount of pace in that car, and leaving Red Bull with smiles on his face after having. Oh, he's moving to McLaren. Oh, it's unfortunate for him. He's got a huge amount of pace in this Red Bull car. Just over 3 seconds the gap now between Sam and Malik. Now just on the yeah, just over 3 seconds still. Can Sam, with only a few laps remaining in this race, get past Velocity as he goes down the inside of Velocity? What a move from Velocity! Oh no, he passed a lap car. Sorry, my bad. That's my bad. I thought he got past Velocity, dived down the inside, but no, it was Dog. I was about to say that's an insane move from him. Anyway, Sam still gaining the time, and it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Sam is taking a huge amount of time out of Velocity, graining those tyres, pushing those soft tyres to the limit, and is now only just over 2 seconds. .7 the gap now, as say gets a 3 second time penalty. Can Sam do enough to get up into P2? At the moment, he will get P2 in this race. Sam, after, I know I keep repeating this, but he started last in this race after getting a quali ban, and is now gained 14 positions and is on for a P2 in this race. Roman is absolutely controlling the race. Unfortunate for Saya, who's down in P7, but Scenario still not really gaining that much on Saya. But he's got 2 more laps. What can Scenario do? Can he catch up to Saya and get past Saya for that P5? This will be huge. We'll keep an eye on that in the remaining laps, as Sam pushing Velocity through the double right-hander, and we'll have DRS, and this should be an easy move for Sam. DRS open, pulls to the inside and gets up into P3. He's now got 2 seconds to the car in front, and yeah, P2 for Sam. Casper is now retired from the race. I think he's pitted. He's retired in the pits. Sam on for a P2, but the question is, who will I be interviewing after the race? Will it be Scenario? No, will it be Velocity, or will it be Malik? If Velocity can get onto the podium here, this will be huge. But he's got to keep within that 3 second margin of Malik. As the yellow flag in sector 1, as it is Casper. Oh, it's Casper. Oh god. Casper's AI pulling across. Yeah, you can join me for an interview, Sam, if you want. I'm still in the party, so just join back. as Sam 5 tenths behind. Sam will probably pass the Malik on track, but Velocity still has a chance of being on the podium. Can Velocity do enough to keep within that 3-second margin? Velocity's going to lead Malik and Sam to battle hard. As Malik is holding up Sam, but not too much, as the gap is now 2.1 seconds. No, not 2.1, 2.4 between Malik and Velocity, as we're heading towards the final lap. Roman has started the final lap. DRS for Sam, saving his ERS for the back straight, where he'll get another shot at DRS. As he's got really close to Malik, 2.2, 2.4, near enough, like I think around 2.6 seconds between Velocity and Malik. This is going to be close, as Malik is holding up Sam, but Velocity's not taking advantage of it. This is going to be close as DRS widens for Sam as he passes Malik. 3 seconds the gap now. What can Velocity do? This is going to be really, really close, as Sam has had an incredible race. But meanwhile, while Sam gets P2, Roman has had an incredible race as Kimball gets up into P6. So he's got some decent points for Ferrari, but not going to be enough. But Roman comes around the final corner. He's got a puncture! Roman's got a puncture! Oh my god! He's going to be doing a Lewis Hamilton, finishing the race on 3 wheels. He comes across the line on 3 wheels to win the French Grand Prix. Velocity, it's not going to be enough. Is it going to be enough? It's so close. Velocity just misses out 200ths between the two. Velocity just misses out on a podium. F1 scenario gives a 5-second time penalty for unserved penalty, but that would have been from the speed in the pit lane. But Roman comes across the line, came across the line, 3 wheels. He's lucky he didn't get that puncture early on in the lap, otherwise he would have been screwed and Sam would have been on for an incredible win. But Sam comes home in P2, Malik P3, Velocity just misses out on the podium in P4, Sayer comes home in P5 after colliding with Vin multiple times, Plimble comes home P6, F1 Scenario P7, Vin comes home in P8, Fire Legend scoring points for Alfa Romeo in P9, Yemex P10, Luke just misses out on points for P11, Basson P12, Raptors P13, Isaac P14, P15 for Dog, Strielka P16, and the retirees, other than myself, because, you know, I wasn't supposed to be racing when it comes back up. Roman is obviously your race winner. Driver of the day has to be Sam. An incredible race from Sam after starting last and getting P2, almost getting P1. But yeah, Roman wins the race, fast lap for Sam, and the retirees are both Casper and Pikey. Bloody hell. Right, so I will add Roman, Sam, and Malik to this party. Oh, cheers. Have you got them all added then?
I've got Sam and Malik. I've only got.
Alright, let me see. Let me see if I can add Sam and Malik. I don't know if they've got me added. Sam. Alright, there's Malik.
I've got Sam and Malik. I've only got.
Where's Sam? Don't think I have Sam. Yo, Roman, could you add? Hello, could you just add Sam to this party? Yeah, I don't have him added.
Was literally recreated Lewis Hamilton. Fucking puncture last lap, man.
When did you get the puncture?
After the chicane.
Oh my god. Oh wait, so you had to go through the double right-hander with a puncture?
Yeah.
Oh
it was scary shit, man.
God. I thought he would have span. I thought he would have span and binned it.
I didn't know you got a puncture until you came up.
No, I had the puncture for half of that lap.
Oh my god. Fair play, mate.
Yeah.
I bet as soon as you got a puncture, you saw that gap coming down rapidly.
Oh man, I was shitting myself. I was like, oh no, I've lost my win here because I know how much time you can lose with a puncture.
Yeah.
GG.
Oh, we're just waiting for Sam to join and then do an interview.
Malik.
Had Sam invited Sam.
Wait, is Malik you here? No, he's not.
Join in a sec.
I've already invited him, but don't know why he ain't joining.
There we go. Speak to the devil. Where's Sam?
I'll invite Alfie as well, the TP. The Ferrari TP, because he wants to join. He always wants to join parties. Men's.
I love talking to people. This guy.
Bosh.
Very good way.
Yo!
Hello.
3 wins in a row!
You should be thanking Vin for the win, not very.
Exactly. No, Say was quicker than me today, but clearly. My tyres are overheating. I had a big problem with my front tyres.
It is a leak.
There's mine.
Why is there so many people here?
Winning team principal, winner, first and second. No, second and third.
Alright.
Alright, so Roman, we'll start with you, Roman. Had a bad quali, well not too bad of a quali, but Say
yeah, Say was better. All around, Say was better.
In all 3 quali sessions, and then going into the race, he kept the lead of the race, and then after the safety car, he got very lucky with Vin taking out Saya twice.
Yeah, no, this race, I was aiming for P2. I was never going to win the race. Say was just quicker than me, man. The Red Bull is a joke on that in a straight line. I can't keep up with them, but yeah, I got lucky today with the win.
And you just made it to the line with a puncture.
Yeah. Lewis Hamilton 2021, 2020, I can't even remember now.
That was flashbacks. Who came second? It was Sam.
That was
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam, an
P2.
absolutely incredible race from you, starting
Incredible race.
last after having a quality
UDM
ban.
before.
Easy peasy, mate.
UDM,
Stop.
UDM me, Sam, didn't you, before the race, saying you didn't think you would get anywhere close to P2 without the target I set you. You said you wouldn't get, you didn't even think you'd maybe even get top 5. You got P2.
Man just dropped Sam and he's pulled out the best individual performance in a while.
Nah, I had to push, like, because I was gonna lose my seat, so.
Yeah,
Still lost it, mate.
yeah, you had an
He's
incredible
brutal,
race.
mate, don't have it.
Yeah, you had an incredible race, Sam, starting last after having a quali ban and then staying on those hard tyres as long as you can, well, as long as you could until lap 19 before you got to the softs and absolutely
Yeah.
pushed those soft tyres
I
to come
screwed
home in
myself
P2.
over.
You are the man.
So,
I should have boxed earlier. For
yeah,
mediums.
but still P2, good on that, is really good. When Roman got that puncture, what was going through your mind?
Johnny Winish.
Wow, I didn't actually fucking see him, so.
Yeah, that gap slowly, rapidly decreased after Sam got a puncture. No, not Sam. Roman got a puncture.
Oh, I've got a bunch of now, alright.
But overall, how did you think your race went?
It was alright. Personally, I think I should have got driver today. I think I should get it now.
You got driver of the day in my eyes because that was an incredible race from you.
Driver of the day. In my eyes, mate, you've lost. You're not. You've
Right,
left
I'm gonna say, who's
now,
eating or having a wank in this fucking... What is that noise?
What? He's like, someone's wanking off whilst I'm speaking.
It's either that or they're like eating yogurt or something.
Were they in a whole fucking tub of
Yo,
Greek
George
yogurt
Russell
there?
fan, turn your mic up.
I'm looking at
Hello,
George
quiet.
Russell fan.
George Russell fan, turn your mic up, it's hella quiet.
Hello.
It's him.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. But
I feel rude.
We'll go to Malik finally. Malik,
I've lost all power to like all sort of bridges. So I was just trying to eat some cold food.
right, so Malik came home P3, very close to losing that podium. 200's the gap between you and Scenario, wasn't it? Or was it? No, it was Velocity.
Me and Velocity.
Yeah. How do you think your race went?
I think my race went pretty well. I got a decent start. To say that the AI started for us. But yeah, the second phase again just helped me a lot.
Yeah. Had a great battle with Velocity. I think was you battling throughout the race with him, or was it just like the last few laps?
Yeah, it was mainly the last few laps. I pitted when Say and Roman did for hards, and then yeah, from there it was just trying to get back through the pack.
Yeah, it was a good race for you, close to losing the podium, but congrats on the podium. So Sky, how do you think?
He doesn't know how to move out the fucking way. So.
And guess what?
Man,
Guess what? 3 wins in a row, baby! For We do care. Come on.
George Russell fan.
Suck my nuts.
George Russell fan.
Okay.
George Russell fan. I want that seat, bro. Oh my gosh, bro, I want that seat. Just to let you know, I want that seat, bro.
Mum.
Don't give it to Casper, bro. The guy spun under a safety car, bro.
No,
Are we just ignoring Sam's performance today still, or what?
No, I think you should give me. I think you should give me this. Did you see my formation lap? Like, it was unreal.
I should just start last every single race, see what happens.
I want that seat.
Do you want the seat, Roman?
Hey Sam,
Yeah, there's one.
Sam, was you shitting yourself seeing me behind you?
God, yeah.
For the formation lap.
Wait, what happened with that? What happened
Oh,
with that? How
basically,
come you
I got
were
kicked out of qualifying because the EA service like kicked me out. I joined, and then because I left and then like rejoined, it started me for the race. So I had to do the formation lap before I could retire.
My race, my start was also assisted for some reason, so it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jack had that as well. A couple of people.
everyone was. Yeah, it was
I
AI.
think the lobby
Yeah.
settings was fucked as well. To be honest.
Yeah, they were. They
Yeah, I
didn't,
thought-
whoever did the lobby didn't turn ghosting off.
Yeah, that's what I thought because who picked up
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah, there's blue
Someone
flags
picked
as
up
well.
damage after
Someone picked it off of
colliding.
the Aston.
Yeah, no, I think someone picked up
Somebody
damage
definitely got damage.
Yeah, it was horrible.
early on in the
Yeah,
race. It was
so,
an Alfa Romeo.
I know Jack nearly got it off the Aston. But
Yeah,
I think
and
somebody, I think maybe was it a Haas that got damage? I think a Haas nearly got damage.
yeah,
yeah,
Roman, while we're here,
I
what
think
damage did we get?
I got none. I'm pretty sure Jack
I
got
got
none as well. Yeah, Jack got none. He said in the party he got none.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got no damage.
Yeah, I think it was Fire Legend that picked up damage off of Crikey after Crikey got lapped by everyone.
and Roman and Sky, we are coming for you at Austria. You are done for Ferrari.
Said
Okay.
you're done for Ferrari.
You're done. You're
To
done.
be honest, I can barely hear what you're saying, but okay.
Yeah, very, very quiet.
I'll be real, I will make a whole new Ferrari car and put it in this game before Malik drives for Red Bull.
You
I
you
will make
excited
a
for
Yeah.
next
third
game?
Ferrari.
I won that Red Bull seat, man.
You excited for next game? You're
Oh,
really excited.
we'll still win
George
anyway.
Russell fan, man. I won that seat.
You will not win.
I'm hoping the
You will
next game is so much
we are
I
better.
won
taking
that seat, man.
I'm hoping the
We'll have a
next game
worse
is
car.
better.
We won the constructors title in the first season with like the full fastest car. We were getting
I won
rinsed
that
in on the straight by a McLaren, and we're still winning the constructors. And we led it every race as well.
How long is this gonna take? It'll be done.
Well, yeah, we're finished. We're just like talking now.
Sam wants to go grind Minecraft.
But yeah,
The only reason why
congratulations
I play
all of you on the podium. Congratulations, Roman, on just about
Thank you
getting the
very
win.
much. Yep.
undeserved, mate.
Three wins in a row. Shut up, Sam. Suck my
help.
left nut.
Getting helped out with it by Vin after taking out Taylor
Indeed.
multiple
We're
times.
Thank you, Vin.
We're coming at you, Austria. We are coming at you, mate. At Austria.
We'll go at them in Austria. Yeah, we'll go at them in Austria if you sign
You're
me.
coming into the wall.
How about I just straight line you?
If you sign me, we will be going at them.
No,
But
no,
if you
no,
don't sign me, then we
no,
won't be going at them.
We have 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to decide this, and I will DM you, and I will DM loads of people who want the DM Red Bull seat, and we will sort it.
Forza Ferrari!
Oh, fuck off.
Congratulations, you three, and I'll see you all next week.
Italia.
Not next
See you all later and I'll see you, most of you, tomorrow for ECR. So.